Parashat Ki Tissa, famously known for the parasha of the Chet HaEgel, of the mistake of the golden calf. This story is so important for us that we tend to forget a very, very short pasuk that happens right before, an instruction about something that is quite familiar in our everyday lives, whichever way we do it. And it's the Shabbat. It says, Ach et Shabbatai tishmeru, but my Shabbats you shall keep. There is a common interpretation of this but, which is that the Shabbat comes as the exception of the building of the Mishkan. That even as we're building the most important thing, it's not like we don't stop until we're finished. No, even then, when we're building a kli, a vessel for the divine presence to rest among us, we still have to pause every sixth day, the seventh day, which is stop. What a teaching for us. And I want to suggest something else that it says. Sometimes we wonder why. Why do we have to keep Shabbat? Sometimes your kids maybe are asking, right? We commonly know Shabbat as an ed, as a testimony, and we do this because as a testimony of the creation of the world, as a tradition, as what Jews do, etc. But here in the Pshat, actually, the divine tells us, gives us the reason, the rationale for that. He says, Ki ot hi beni uvenechem, because it's a sign between me and you. It's a sign that I am life source, I am your God, who sanctifies you, who has kind of dedicated myself to you and dedicated you to me. It's a sign between us. And it's so interesting that we have that right before the episode of the Chet HaEgel, where it seems like Bnei Israel really needed something tangible to feel God's presence when Moshe suddenly had disappeared. In psychology, it's what we would call a transitional object, right? And this human need, very legitimate need to have something to hold on to. But we know that anything, any object we hold on to can become our master, right? And that we can get lost in it. We can get lost in possessions, and we can get lost if we lose our possessions. And so we're very vulnerable when we depend to anything tangible between us and between God. And here may be the greatest gift we receive, which is Shabbat, which is time. It's a day a week that it's up to us to keep or not. And that's our sign. And that teaches us something else, which is the radical empowerment of the Jewish tradition and how it calls human agency by telling us, this is the sign between you and me. Now it's up to you to keep it. So that's an invitation for this Shabbat. And may this Shabbat really, really, really be a Shabbat of Shalom. Really, really bring peace to the Middle East and to all human hearts. Shabbat Shalom.